watching Lights Out.
This is Lights Out, I'm Faisal Khan, and today I've got the honour and privilege to be joined by Jose Ribalta. Now, I'm going to be interviewing Jose Ribalta over Skype due to the fact he's all the way from America. For those of you that don't know, Jose Ribalta is a former boxing heavyweight and he shared the ring with boxing greats such as Iron Mike Tyson, Frank Bruno and Vitali Klitschko. Be sure to check out the interview, drop a like, drop a subscribe and drop a comment. Thank you for watching Lights Out.
Hello.
Hey champ, how you doing?
Great.
Excellent, man. First of all, thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Means a lot you coming along on Skype to all the way from America to talk to us. That's something obviously I'll always appreciate. You're Jose Ribalta. You're a former heavyweight boxer. You fought some great fighters in your time, such as Iron Mike Tyson, Frank Bruno, Larry Holmes, Vitali Klitschko. So this is a big thing for us to get the opportunity to speak to you today, so you can understand I might be a bit starstruck as I speak right now. Jose, just tell us, ever since you left boxing, since you retired from the boxing game, what is it that you've been doing since you left boxing?
Well, right now, I'm helping people in the school system. And I'm working with young kids, trying to motivate them, let them know that they can do more than what they're doing. They can do better things. I try to tell them, get them to the sport of boxing, to playing football, but more to the sport of boxing, because boxing right now in this day and time seems like it's going down a little bit. I'm trying to really get some good talents back into boxing. Because I'm thinking about coaching again, so it's very good. And it's always been a pleasure to be in your show also.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that, man. You obviously, as I just mentioned, you shared the ring with the likes of Frank Bruno, Mike Tyson, Larry Holmes, Vitali Klitschko. Tell me what you made of your career and what you wish you could have done a bit different once, you was in the boxing game.
Well, one thing definitely I wish I had done, that I had not gotten the manager that I had before. I had two managers that were really crooked towards me. Did not really run my career. Did not really run my career the right way. For example, I had boxed guys. For example, they had me to fight Razor Ruddock. Razor Ruddock was getting ready to fight me for about a month, and I never knew this. He was ready to fight me for about a month and a half. He was training to fight me. But they told me I was fighting someone else, just a two-on fight. I said, okay, no problem. So then what happened was, the night before the fight, they said, Ribalta, you're fighting Razor Ruddock. I said, what? Razor Ruddock? What you mean, Razor Ruddock? I'm fighting Thomas Smith, I think it was. They told me you're fighting him. I said, no, how can I fight Razor Ruddock, just all of a sudden? So they gave me, in other words, they gave me 18 hours notice to fight Razor Ruddock. But I said, one thing, sometimes you have to be careful, because when you show yourself as being a brave guy, because I did not care who I boxed. In boxing, I didn't care who I boxed or for King Kong. I did not care. And that what took place. My manager took advantage of that, because that what took place there. So that's what took place when I fought Razor Ruddock. They said, Jose, you're going to fight Razor Ruddock. So then what happened was, they went ahead in an 18-hour notice, I fought Razor Ruddock. And the same is something similar to that too. When I fought Klitschko, the same thing pretty much took place. I had a fever, and I fought Klitschko, and they told me to, Jose, go ahead and, you're going to fight Klitschko. So I said to him, I can't fight Klitschko. I have a fever. So they told me, Jose, listen, we can't pull out. You cannot pull out right now, because too many tickets have been sold. So you can't pull out. But I said, okay, no problem. Well, I'm fighting. And sometimes in boxing, it's not good for you to have such a big heart and not caring who you fight, because that's what happens to you. Your manager take advantage of you.
When I grew up as a boxing fan, the early years of being a young kid myself, there was one fight I idolized, and it was Mike Tyson. I remember staying up till very late in the morning watching his fights. I can never forget some of his fights that I watched over the years. you had the privilege to fight Iron Mike Tyson, and you took him the full distance. You took him 10 rounds. I remember watching that fight the other night. Just, explain to me what that fight was like for you, and, what it meant to you to have fought Mike Tyson when no one gave you a chance going into that fight, and you took him the distance.
Well, when I fought Mike Tyson, like I say, even news broadcasters here in Miami, Florida, was saying that Ribalta would not go past 2 or 3 rounds against Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
And then what took place was one day I was watching TV with my mother, and the news came on. The news said Ribalta is not expected to go past 2 or 3 rounds against Mike Tyson. But then I looked at my mother, and she looked at me, and I said to my mother, "Man, mommy, she's crazy. They crazy. If they might take on knock me out, they crazy." And my mother replied to me and said, "You know what? You're absolutely right. He was no way to knock you out." And I see, I smiled at her. She smiled at me. And like I said, in boxing, so many people. You have even boxing promoters here in Miami, Florida, who were saying that Mike Tyson will knock Ribalta out. There were many people saying that, but I just believed in myself. And that's what it takes really in boxing, believing in yourself.
Was Mike Tyson technically the best boxer you fought? Was there anyone else that was technically better than Mike Tyson at the time?
No, really, right now, honestly, I would like to say someone else was the best, but no, Mike Tyson was the best fighter I ever boxed. He was not the hardest puncher I ever boxed. The hardest puncher I ever boxed was definitely um, James Bone Crusher Smith. He was the hardest puncher I ever boxed. But the best boxer I ever boxed was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, the best boxer I ever boxed. I would like to, he was very quick. He was very quick. He had very good speed, and he punched very hard.
Mm-hmm. What do you make of the landscape of the heavyweight division today? Where it is right now. You look at heavyweight boxing 20 years ago compared to what it is today. What do you make of the landscape of the heavyweight division today?
Well, like I said, kids boxing today, the fighters seem not to have the technique that they had back then, and also these guys today, and also the desire, because back then, and fighters today, back then fighters fought, they wanted to be champion, they fought hard, but today is more like a business, it's more like a business thing, a business day, I'll fight this guy here if I get paid this much here or whatever, it's not for the love of the sport like it used to be. Like I say, boxing back then was different, because they boxed for, for enjoyment. But today is more like a business deal, boxing today.
Talk to me about the two champions of the world, the heavyweight champions of the world. UK's Anthony Joshua and America's, Deontay Wilder. What have you made of them two so far in their career, and how well they're doing with the heavyweight division?
Well, like I say, they both are good champions, But like I said, I just feel to where Deontay Wilder he's a great fighter. But I feel to where Joshua needs a strategy, some kind of strategy to beat Deontay Wilder. Because if he goes ahead and thinks that he's going to exchange punches with Deontay Wilder, he's making a big mistake. And I really don't feel too much. That I even offered to help uh, Joshua a little bit, helping his technique, in his boxing, because I feel to where his trainer, the way he boxed against Parker, I feel he cannot box Parker the way he planned on boxing Deontay Wilder. Because if I feel if he boxed Parker, if he boxed Deontay Wilder the way he boxed Parker, I feel Deontay Wilder would knock him out. I really do feel that way.
If you put Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua in your locker room when you had the likes of yourself, Larry Holmes, Mike Tyson, up and coming fighters such as Evander Holyfield, do you think they would struggle in that locker room, or do you think they would be as successful as they are today?
Well, they would definitely struggle because even when Parker was boxing, I'm sorry, when Joshua was boxing Parker, I was saying to myself, why doesn't he throw an overhand right? Why does he throw overhand right? Because Parker was open for the overhand right, with no problem. He was open for overhand right with no problem. But Parker, I'm sorry, but Joshua never threw it. Never threw overhand right on Parker. I'm like, oh my God, can't believe this, And like I say, and that caused a lack of training, lack of corner, lack of training, not knowing what they're doing too much. And the same applies when Ortiz fought against Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, one time Ortiz hurt him. Right? I think it was like in the eighth or the next round. Okay, the next round he hurt Deontay Wilder. So with Deontay Wilder, where Ortiz should have gone, the following round, excuse me, the following round where he should have gone, he's gone. I would have, if it was me in the corner, I would have said to him, listen, go all out, go like if it's the last round, and he would have knocked Deontay Wilder out. But it didn't tell him to do that. And that's Ortiz will be world champion today. But they didn't tell him to do that. They said go out there and box. But because Deontay Wilder was hurt from the previous round when Ortiz hurt him. He went back to the corner staggering. He was staggering, he still hurt. So they should have sent him to go out there and go and just throw bombs. Throw as much bombs as you can.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Wilder versus Joshua. Who do you think wins if them two do fight each other?
Oh, I would definitely put Wilder. Wilder.
Do you think Wilder's stronger, more powerful than Anthony Joshua?
Yes, he is. You see, because what's going to happen in this fight here is I don't want to really tell too much of my detail with how Dante should fight him and how Wilder should fight him. I really don't want to tell too much about that because I already know how who's going to win the fight. My predicament, just like my career in boxing, like I fought the best in the world, and I fought them hard, and I did good against them, until the end of my career where I started really losing, really getting pissed off, in my management career, because, Louis Jacobus and Mike Acree, they were two guys that were very vicious with me as far as, getting fights with me. But like I said, but getting back to Deontay Wilder and Joshua, I feel to where Deontay Wilder was not Joshua out.
We just mentioned Luis Ortiz, and he won the hearts of many people around the boxing world with the performance he put up against Deontay Wilder and that barn fest that they had at the start of the year. Despite the fact he come up a bit short against Deontay Wilder, do you still think at the age of 39, Luis Ortiz, as a fellow Cuban as yourself, can become a world champion?
Oh yes, definitely. He becomes the world champion. Yes. But like I said, to where I feel to where Ortiz needs a little more help in his corner. Because the trainer that he has, I don't think he's really well schooled as far as a trainer. Of knowing what to do, what to tell fighter in the corner. Where I feel to where, he's a good fighter, but I feel he's lacking experience in his corner.
How much would it mean to the people of Cuba to have a heavyweight champion of the world?
Oh, it'd be a great deal, a great thing to have a heavyweight champion of the world. Yes, it would definitely be a great thing, And I would love to see Ortiz become heavyweight champion of the world, Well, to a degree, I think he was, but with the WBO, but I'd like to be a world heavyweight, known as the real heavyweight champion.
Next Saturday, June the 9th, Tyson Fury returns to boxing. He's been out of the ring for nearly 3 years. The last time everyone saw him in the ring, he put up that unbelievable performance against Vladimir Klitschko, where he won the world title in Dusseldorf. There's been a lot of trials and tribulations for Tyson Fury ever since that famous night in Dusseldorf. What have you made of Tyson Fury perhaps coming back into the ring? And if you feel there was a boxer outside of the heavyweight champions, do you think he's the man that can actually challenge Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua?
Well, I feel that Tyson Fury is not a bad boxer. He's a pretty good fighter, Like I say, I feel to where I would even like to fight Tyson Fury because I know the fight that I could, I would rather fight Tyson
Do you
Fury.
think you beat
I
Tyson Fury?
Yes, go ahead.
Do you think you can beat Tyson Fury if you fight him?
Yes. I know I can beat Tyson Fury. Honestly, I really do know I can beat Tyson Fury. I would like to, because like I said, if you look back at my fights, right, even when I fought Tyson, Larry Holmes, when I started getting old, started losing, the love I had for boxing, because I was getting robbed so much, in decisions, because, like I said, because I feel to where Tyson Fury, um, the things how he got thrown out of boxing. How they had him to quit boxing because of what he was doing drugs and stuff, and that's wrong. But I would like to fight Tyson Fury. If I get an opportunity, but I heard now he's fighting a cruiserweight. The guy was a cruiserweight, so it's okay.
He's had one fight at heavyweight, yeah, so he's coming up from cruiserweight to fight Tyson Fury. But now, of course, it's been a tough time for Tyson Fury, obviously, ever since what happened in Dusseldorf. Then there was a whole drug scandal and losing his boxing license. But I want to ask you something about drugs in boxing. We've got so many situations going on. We look at Canelo Alvarez. What do you think the punishment should be for a boxer if they are caught using drugs in boxing? What do you think the punishment should be?
Well, right now you see Tyson Fury. I feel to where a permit should be something that is considered. Like for example, like Tyson Fury, I feel he should have been out at least 5 years. If you caught using drugs, give him 5 years at least 5 years, at least because what's happening is they being a bad example for the younger generation, young kids, 15, 16, 17 years old. They will say, you know what, I can do drugs. All right, well, just give me like 1 or 2 years, if they catch me, and I still be strong, and be hungry for the sport in 1 or 2 years, but like I say, I feel to where if the person get caught using drugs, they should give them like 5 or 6 years, 5 or 6 years, or completely, or honestly, well, I'm not gonna say stop them from boxing, but at least give them 5 or 6 years, that way, they will have a heavy consideration in not doing drugs in the sport of boxing. But and that's what's going on. What's going on with people today. Because even in some other sports, the same thing takes place. But like I say, I feel to a Tyson Fury should have gotten, 5 or 6 years. He should have gotten because that was so wrong for him to be doing cocaine, which I believe is a drug that he used, cocaine. He shouldn't have done that. He's showing a bad example for the young generation of kids. Because they're saying, well, if I do cocaine, marijuana, whatever, I'll get 1 or 2 years, and that's nothing. I'll come back and be as good as I was before.
Jose,
That's my. Go ahead.
Jose, talk to me a bit about your book that you've published yourself and that is available on Amazon.
Oh yeah, yes. I have a book that is pretty much is called Courage in the Ring. It's on Amazon.com. Courage in the Ring. It talks about Larry Holmes, Leon Spinks, Mike Tyson, and it even speaks about how Mike Tyson said that I was the hardest fight he ever had. He had never fought anybody hard before me because when I fought Mike Tyson, he hit me with his best shot, and I got back up. And one time, he hit me with a shot. I got back up, and the referee said, "You want to continue?" And I said, "Yeah, hell yeah." And I said, that was a great fight. Mike Tyson was a great fight for me. Larry Holmes, like I said, I fought him all. Larry Holmes is also the hardest jab I ever had. This guy could really punch the jab, Larry Holmes. But my first disappointment in boxing was when I fought James Bone Christian Smith because that was the first time that I even cried. I even cried in the fight because I beat Bone Christian Smith. I beat him, and they gave him the decision. So it took place. I had tears in my eyes. But one thing that really made me feel good after the fight was that I had sparred Muhammad Ali about about in 1984. But then when I fought Bunker Smith, I boxed him in 1985. And then like 6 months later, 5 months later, I saw Ali after I fought Bunker Smith. Ali came to me when they get a decision. The winner is James Buchanan Smith. And then after the fight, Muhammad Ali came to me and said, "Don't worry about it. I thought you won the fight." You know, and he looked at me. I looked at him. I said, "Wow." You know, the greatest thought I won the fight. You know, I was like 22 years old, 21 years old.
To have Muhammad Ali come up to you and say, "I personally thought you won that fight," that must have been a massive privilege for you.
Yes. This was in Buffalo, New York. He said, "Man, I really going to fight. You're head up. You're strong. You're a strong guy. You're a strong guy." He said, "Man," he said, "Good. You did good." Because 5 or 6 months before that, me and him had sparred. We had sparred here. Miami Beach. We did 3 rounds. Me and Muhammad Ali did 3 rounds. We sparred. But then what happened was, we sparred. I said, "Man, this guy, he still had a pretty good jab." I was surprised. Ali still had a good jab. Pow, pow. I said, "Wow." And then and then what really made me laugh a little bit was that when he did a shuffle on me, then I started smiling. And then towards the end of the second round, he did a shuffle again. I started laughing, right? And then all of a sudden, the third round, I did a shuffle and I almost fell. And then everybody in the gym started laughing. I started shuffling like Ali, And then everybody was laughing at me. And I said, "Oh my God." I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad.
Jose, one day I'm going to come to America and me and you're going to meet up and we're going to sit down and you're going to talk to me more about your boxing career.
Okay.
100%. I really appreciate you coming on here and speaking to us today from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank you so much for giving me this opportunity today.
Okay, it'll be a pleasure. To meet you.
No problem. Listen, champ, you look after yourself, you take care of yourself, you look after your family. And this is going to be the first of many interviews because me and you are sitting down again sometime to talk more about boxing, if that's okay with you.
Okay, likewise. Take care.
Jose Ribalta, thank you very much for talking to Lights Out.
All right, thanks. All right.
Bye-bye.